We'll open the Town of Clarksburg Select Board meeting at 5 p.m. on November 29th. I'll stand for the pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First up, we have approve our meeting minutes. Jeff, have you had a chance to take a look?
I did. I saw them in my email today, and I read them, and everything seemed good from what I read.
All right, excellent. So we have meeting minutes from September 13th, 2023 and September 29th, 2003. Making a motion to approve those minutes.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Saying those are...
Yeah.
I'm worried about the
Warrants later.
warrants. We can do those. All right, so at this time, I'll open the public tax classification hearing.
Can we do a roll call vote just in case?
Okay. Roll call vote.
Yep.
Jeff Levanis, yes?
Dan Haskins, yes. So at this time, I'll open the public tax classification hearing at 5:02.
Okay, so in our packet that you can see here, we have the LA4 comparison, which pretty much just gives you an idea of total parcels that we have and the value that they're worth. Residential is made up of a total of 816 parcels, and the value is roughly 151 million. We have commercial, no open space. For commercial, we have 16 parcels that makes up 1.4 million. Industrial, you have 4 parcels that makes up 1.4 million. For personal property, we have 28 parcels for 4.1 million. And then total, we have 864 parcels that makes up 158,167,883. And then if you go to the next page, which is shifting the tax rate, it shows you that residential is made up of 95.5562%. And the CIP, which is commercial, industrial, and personal property, makes up 4.4438%. Our levy limit for FY24, our levy ceiling is $3,954,197. Our levy limit is $2,248,235. And our maximum allowable levy is $2,449,261. And then, based on those numbers, we were able to present an options table, which shows you what a single tax rate would look like at $15.13. The other options, which shows you what it would look like if you did a split tax rate. However, there's not enough commercial in this town to really do a split tax rate. A single tax rate is just best for Clarksburg. And then the next few pages is the tax recap. These numbers helped determine what our options were for a single tax rate. Our total amount to be raised is $6,015,537. Our total estimated receipts and other revenue sources is $3.6 million. Our total real and personal property tax levy, this number determines your single tax rate, is $2.3 million. With that, I conclude that we do the $15.13 single tax rate, which does bring the tax rate down.
So we were at 1546, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
And
All right, excellent. Well, thank you for explaining everything in detail. Appreciate that.
I didn't understand half of it, but yeah.
So pretty much we'll be bringing in taxes, the $6 million mark is what kind of that concludes.
Yes.
Well, how's that compare to FY23? On the first page.
page. For the total amount to be raised, I don't believe the spreadsheet here shows what we needed to raise for FY '23. It does tell us, for FY '23, it does tell us our levy ceiling was 3.8 million. So our ceiling went up and then our levy limit went up a little bit. But it's a good gap between, you want a big gap between your levy limit and your ceiling.
That was one of your concerns, Carl, wasn't it, that we were dangerously approaching the limit?
The levy limit, not the levy ceiling.
Right.
So levy ceiling is 25, right?
The levy ceiling, the
Yeah.
FY '24 levy ceiling is 3.9 million.
Okay.
And then your levy limit is 2.2 million, and your maximum allowable levy is 2.4. So, I mean, those are
Right,
good
2.2.
proportions between everything.
Oh.
Jeff, do you have any questions on?
I don't. It's kind of complicated stuff, but
Very nice job.
yeah, extremely nice, very interesting. But again, we really don't have a choice but to go for the single.
Absolutely. And in that same vein, we've never had a split tax rate.
I know.
And it may make sense for some communities that have a significant commercial industrial tax base. We don't. In fact, we don't have much of a tax base, period.
Yeah, the percentage is very small.
It is. So,
Did I hear you say, Emily, there's not much room for commercial growth? There's not.
Oh, and not that I don't know if there's much room for commercial growth. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of potential in Clarksburg for commercial to grow.
if we had land.
Yeah, I'm
That's
just
right.
saying what
Yeah, I
makes
must have
it
misunderstood
up.
that.
So if you go to the shifting the tax rate, it just shows you the percentage. So like, it gives you the total fair cash valuation of the residential parcels, and then it breaks it down. So like your CIP, which is your commercial, industrial, and personal property, is only 4.4%. 95% of Clarksburg is
Okay,
made
I
up
see,
of
yeah.
residential. That's it.
Okay.
Just it tells you the percentages.
Okay. That straightened it out a little bit, so now I get it a little better. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Are you
So
good?
so I'm just curious, I mean, do we have to wait until a certain time before we can,
Yeah, I think that we should probably do that.
I guess we can open it,
What's that?
open it.
We should wait till
Yeah.
5:15
Yeah, that's fine.
before we make the vote, in case
Yeah,
anybody
I would
wants
think
to.
so.
Anything else we can do in the meantime, or now we have to reopen the meeting, I would guess?
Well, I mean, I can give you some updates on other things. I
Why don't you
don't
do
know if
that?
that would be good in the hearing, but West Road is just about done.
Mhm.
So that's a good thing. And, yeah, I was actually expecting to have some people here tonight, but Timmy's are, we don't get frequent flyer miles, but,
Now, did I read the paving is supposed to start before the end of the year for Middle Road?
Oh, heck no.
Okay, all right.
Oh, good God, no.
Must have got my emails crossed or something, because I said, how are they gonna do that?
No, we're done for the year until spring, because you can't. To lay blacktop, it has to be at least 50 degrees and rising,
Yeah,
temperature-wise. And the problem we ran in with West Cross Road in 16 was it was 50 and falling. And that's why we had the problems with the surface and had to redo
the
it.
reason I brought that up is I thought I saw that somewhere in an email, but in North Adams, I saw some new blacktop, or filling in potholes.
Well, you can put
you
cold
can do it,
patch
yeah.
on it, but that's very temporary.
I thought it was too cold for even to do that, but,
I noticed that when they were doing those concrete head walls on the bridge over near the bottom of Cliff Street, they covered it all up to protect it from the elements in order for it to cure. Yeah. So that's always a crapshoot when you're looking for a specific time to start putting the blacktop down, especially like in spring. You don't want to start even in March. So that leaves really April to October.
Speaking of repairs, is the chimney all set here? No?
Not yet.
Sorry to bring that up.
We're waiting for the.
Well, I didn't see anything on any,
Well, they did the door. They're just waiting for the cap. And so that's kind of where we are.
and then that's it on I mean, everything's finished for town hall.
We've had some rain events and we haven't flooded.
Even without the cap.
Correct. So, but there was some lifting of the flashing around the chimney. And of course, this door was rotten to begin with, and so whatever got into or around the chimney and came down, that's where it got in here too. So we've been fortunate so far. Post-COVID is a whole different world.
Yeah. You're telling
In
me?
so many ways.
Not good.
No. But how's your watch looking?
I got 5:11.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're getting closer.
Mm-hmm.
So is everybody's holiday pretty good?
Yeah, I mean, we had less people, so less stress.
Ah.
Yeah, so that was good.
I only had to make squash, so that was good. My role is going to be in Christmas.
See, I can only cook hot dogs, so I'm left right out of the whole thing. But yeah, clean up though, yeah, I got clean up detail.
You didn't have hot dogs.
No, I said that's the only thing I can cook, so,
Oh.
yeah, I kind of burn everything else, so.
Is that an intentional?
Kinda, it's worked for 40 years, Carol.
They know best.
Until now. Well, my wife doesn't watch it.
They know best not to ask you to.
There you go.
Didn't.
Here you go.
Yeah, it is what it is. So what's new in the world, Tammy?
Not much.
You busy?
We need more, Tammy, we got 3 minutes. Stop filling up this dead air time here.
Well, I can ask, how is free cash? Did you get free cash certified yet?
Not yet, we'll be in next week. We've got some of the forms filed with the state, not all of them. So that, we've got 21 and 22 closed. And we're more than halfway through 23. So it should be soon. And soon means like within 30, 40 days.
Okay.
And then it's got to go to DOR for their approval, so we're moving incrementally. Not as fast as we would like, but we're moving.
Yeah, there's a light at the end of that tunnel anyway.
Yeah, hope it ain't a damn train coming.
Two selectors, an accessor, and town manager walking to a bar.
That's your about fill our time, no, we still got a minute.
Meeting violation.
Deciding what to ask. Yeah. Well, one thing we can be thankful for, we didn't get Buffalo, New York snow.
Is that headed our way?
Some of it did because of the winds. The winds were wicked.
No, I know.
Actually, earlier in the day, it hit South County pretty good. And I'm thinking, oh my God, for whatever reason, the grace of God is we didn't get hit. And then lo and behold, I spoke too soon. And, but they were saying it was snowing in northern Berkshire, and I didn't see any snow here, so I was fine. Absolutely. So what do you think, boss?
Yeah, just ready to move forward.
Good to go.
So let's see if there's any public questions or comments on the tax rate. Okay. At this time, make a motion to approve a single tax rate of $15.13.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Perfect. Tax rate approved.
Thank you
Thank you,
much.
Emily.
Thank you very much, Emily. Nice job.
Welcome to stay and enjoy the rest of the meeting. Yeah,
This should be a relatively short.
yeah, I think you.
I mean, I'll stay,
Perfect.
learn what the meeting's like.
So at this time, I'll close the public tax classification hearing at 5:16 PM. We'll re-enter our select board meeting and do a roll call on that again. Roll call, Dan Haskins.
Jeff Levanis, yes.
All right, so we're back into our select board meeting, and
Oh,
we'll review and approve the flag flying policy. Carl, is there anything you'd like to?
Okay, so we're putting together a flag flying policy for municipally owned flagpoles. We are not a political entity, and to be quite honest, we only have space for 2 flags on the flagpole at Town Hall. And so we want to clarify for all the policy that the official flag of the United States would be allowed. The official flag of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts would be allowed, although we don't have one. The official flag of the town of Clarksburg, which we have, but we don't fly. And then the various branches of the military services, because we do have Veterans and Memorial Day services here at Town Hall. And the official flag of the MIA, Missing in Action, POW, Prisoner of War flag, which is flying at Town Hall. So we have 2 flags, that's all space we got. And we're gonna have to actually trim the trees and out there because the flags are getting caught on it. So we're not taking a position on a political issue. Our politics in the town of Clarksburg are nonpartisan. They've been nonpartisan. I expect them to continue to be nonpartisan. We don't want to get involved in a partisan debate. And so therefore, it's a very simple, very clear, very to the point, this is what we do, and we would respectfully decline to fly any other flag. And
so we need a motion?
yes, sir.
All right, I'm good with it. You? All right, I'll make a motion to adapt the town of Clarksburg flag flying policy on November 29th, 2023. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
If you just want to sign the bottom of that, you can use that same pen, and that's good. Any public?
All right. You sign that one? All right, at this time, I'll close the select board meeting at 5:19 PM.